So the Icelandic ash cloud caused chaos when it closed down the whole of European airspace for a few days. Well, Car Magazine's decided to provide you with a little bit of inspiration should that happen again. And we're going to try and get back to the UK using whatever means we can, as fast as we can. Now, HMS Albion took 30 hours to get from here in Santander all the way back to the UK. So the question is, can we get back quicker using whatever means are available? So our first mode of transport is the new VFR 1200. It's got a V4 engine that produces about 170 brake horsepower and it's got a top speed of 160 miles an hour. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, we've got 30 hours and the clock's ticking. Let's go. UK, Inglaterra, see. They're quite touchy, the Basque police. Okay, so it's about 11 o'clock now. We've been going for about 4 hours. The sun's up now. It's quite hot in my leathers. But anyway, we're doing pretty well. We've stopped off in a classic Spanish service station. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the bike actually. It's really nice to be back on a bike. It's so fast, it's just brilliant for a car driver getting on a bike. Just instant power at your fingertips, it's awesome. So we're going to head up to the south of the Pyrenees on the Spanish side, and then we're going to change mode of transport to get over the Pyrenees, which I'm really looking forward to. Okay, so we're 7 hours into the trip so far. It's now just after 2 o'clock, and as you can see, my next mode of transport is a Honda Quad. We're up in the foothills of the Pyrenees, and the next thing is we're going to climb up here, head for the French border, and then England, here we come. It's only got 420cc, but wow, this thing goes, and it goes everywhere.
A brilliant way to cross a mountain range. It's only a single cylinder, but it's like a motorbike crossing a tank.
But enough messing around, it's time to get serious. It's time to get in the brand new Honda CR-Z. Great helmet hair, Walton. Okay, so now it's just coming up to 4 o'clock. Back in slightly more familiar territory in a car. I know this is a economy car. It's a hybrid, but I'm going to put it straight in sport to get down the mountain. The CR-Z combines a 1.5 litre petrol engine with a 14 brake horsepower electric motor. It's not exactly the quickest car in the world, but it's alright if you're flying downhill, not up. So like all modern Hondas now, it's got this really funky dash with all the switches and everything all arranged around you, around the central binnacle. It's got so much information in here, and just to make you feel guilty, in the centre it's green when you're driving economically and it turns red when you start to floor it in sport mode. The best thing about this car is actually the steering, although I mean, in the end it does run out of power. It's certainly no V8. The steering sharpens up. It's almost 2 turns from lock to lock when you're in sport mode, and it just makes it very, very sweet. Okay, so it's getting dark now. It's been a really long day. We've been on a motorbike, on a quad, and driven the CR-Z down the mountain. So I reckon I've got plenty of time in hand, so I'm going to find a hotel now and stop for the night. Okay, so we're back in the car now, and we've got still got a few hours to go, but it's looking good, timing's alright, and the aim is to try and get to the channel to Calais for about midday to make the crossing. Right, that one's out of fuel, so I'm going to get in the spare. Okay, so we've abandoned the CR-Z now, we've jumped into the Civic. It's a 1.8 and straight away you can feel the difference. Although the CR-Z is a lot of fun, it does feel a bit underpowered, and certainly trying to climb some of the hills on the auto route, it was struggling. This 1.8 feels a lot stronger and hopefully a lot faster to get us to Calais now. be in Calais, but you're not expecting us to get a boring old ferry, are you? Normally this baby is marshalling speedboat races, but today it's going to get us across the channel. I actually thought I was going to puke my guts up the whole way, but in fact it's surprisingly smooth as you're bouncing over the water. And with a top speed of about 65 miles an hour on water, it can do it port to port in about 30 minutes. And before you know it, the white cliffs of Dover.
So we made it, and we managed to beat the HMS Albion's time by a good 15 minutes, which just goes to show next time the ash cloud descends, all you need is a motorbike and a quad and 2 cars and a speedboat. Easy. But we've left the best to last. Let me just say 2 words to you, okay? Single seater.